Hey guys, today I'm going to be unboxing the HG Gouf Custom. So keep in mind this is an HG, but this is not the HGUC kit. There's actually this HG kit, which was from Bandai's 8th MS Team HG line, and then there was later a like HGUC kit, which admittedly probably the HGUC kit is better, but I wanted to give this kit a try. The Gouf Custom is one of my favorite designs ever. I really love it, and it probably has a lot to do with its appearance in the 8th MS Team anime. 8th MS Team is one of my favorite anime, Gundam anime series, or just anime series in general, I'd imagine. But yeah, so as you can see from the box art here, this is like one of the images as it appears in the anime, and it's just amazing. If you guys have never watched the anime, please watch it. At least watch the battle with the Gouf Custom. At least watch that scene of the anime. I know you can watch that on YouTube. If you just search like 8th MS Team versus the Gouf Custom, something like that, you can see that. It's an amazing battle scene, probably one of the best in any Gundam series ever that I've seen. Just my personal opinion, but it's pretty awesome, so do check that out. Anyway, so this is the older kit. This kit is actually from 1998, so a little bit older one for sure. Probably, again, not going to be as nice as the HGUC version, but we'll take a look. We'll see. Anyway, so in this line, I don't know what number this was in that line, but they only made a few kits from there. Here on the bottom, you can see here's a few of the other ones. There's the EZ8. There was also, of course, a ground Gundam. There's the Zaku 2. It's just a kind of 8th MS Team version of that. And you can see just a little bit about the 8th MS Team OVA here. Very classic scene of the Gouf Custom there, standing up on top of the building. 800 yen for the price of this, so it's definitely very cheap kit. Here you can see what that's going to look like when it's all snapped and painted. So yeah, obviously the proportions and everything not going to be looking quite as nice as the HGUC version, but again, it is very cheap. It does also have all the thrills though. It does have the big Gatling gun for the arm. It has the wire little kind of, I can't remember what that's actually called anyway, but this wire that shoots out and it can send like an electric shock. It has just the regular shield. I imagine there's probably going to be two separate parts, just a regular shield and then the shield with the Gatling gun attachment for that, but we'll have to see when we open up the box. And then it has the kind of regular Gouf hand, and then it has the just kind of this machine gun attachment part, and then that of course goes on the inside of that. So everything's included in here, which is nice. So here we have some of those parts there. The little foil sticker sheet with just a couple of little foil stickers on there. This is that lighter blue color. And then our darker blue color, which is definitely a kind of a little bit more ugly blue. You can see the middle section and the torso are going to be connected, so it won't have any rotation there in the waist, unfortunately. It looks like we are going to have one kind of soft plastic part for that. Some stickers here as well. And then an even darker blue, even though this is supposed to be kind of like dark grayish black, but it looks like it's just a very dark navy blue for the rest of those parts there. So quite a lot of stuff in there, actually. Here we have just a nice painted version of the kit, so you can see what that's like. I suppose one thing that this would even be cool for is 800 yen, that's so cheap. I mean, just paint up the kit and then just give its weapons, which are some pretty awesome weapons, give those to like a more newer kit, if you wanted. Like, so just paint up the Gouf, just have your Gouf all nice, and then just use this weapon, give that to a different kit or something. So I think that's definitely something that I may consider doing for this kit. I don't really have any particular ideas in mind at the moment, but I kind of like that idea actually now that I think about it. Maybe just keep this one just like with just the standard shield and the sword, and then give that thing to something else. So I don't know what to think about that, but here's the color guide there, of course, all in Japanese. On the inside, more images here. There you can see it's facing off with the EZ8. Some more images there from the OVA, the series, and then just a whole bunch more information here. So again, just nice big reference photos here. It's pretty cool that they have it weathered actually in the reference images, something that they just Bandai doesn't do these days. You can have the parts list. I'm going to be using everything, it looks like, but then again, I don't think that I don't remember if they did X's on the polycaps at this time, but looks like the hands are also polycaps. That's gonna be fun. Okay, looks like I better get some option hands for this. Luckily I do have some. They should be able to work fine. Those Jigen build knuckle round hands should hopefully work. As you can see, the hands just plug in just by a straight peg. But let's see, focus there please. Okay, no, those are the open hands that are on the polycap runner. Okay, I don't know. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we're not going to be using polycap hands. So it looks like those hands are actually plastic parts. But anyway, I'm sure it'll be better to use the Jigen build knuckles, the round versions for this anyway. So the construction is starting off with the legs, strangely. Looks like we're maybe going from the ground up, but no, that's legs and then arms. So building all the appendages first, then the middle section here, and then finally the head, and then the final assembly there with some of the weapons. And then moving on to its big weapon, the machine gun and Gatling gun here for the arm. You can also store the sword in there, which is cool. And then just attaching that onto the arm here. So yeah, it looks like you are going to have an option whether you want to have just the regular shield or the Gatling gun shield, because yeah, you can see like that piece is all connected on there. So alright, let's just look at the runners. Alright, so first up is our foil sticker sheet. Just 3 little foil stickers on here. One obviously for the mono eye, and then 2 little orange ones for like the kind of like orange windows on the chest. Then we do have this sticker sheet, which gives us some more like markings. So we have like a big Xeon logo there and just some caution markings here, and then MS07B3 markings there for these little stickers. We have our little wire. It's very thin and not really sure how well this is going to hold up. Of course, the piece that it has to hold up is very small, but this does seem like it maybe could have been just a slightly larger gauge of wire. And then PC120 for our polycap runner. I don't think I've ever seen this polycap runner before, or never used it anyway. So here we have closed fists, holding hands, or trigger fingers actually, trigger finger / holding hands, and open hands, all here molded as polycaps. We're not actually going to be using them for this kit. Thankfully, we have just actual plastic or polystyrene, just regular parts for the hands. But yeah, so some of the kits I guess used those. Maybe the other like Gundam type kits in this line used those. I don't know. I'm not sure. If you guys know, maybe let me know down in the comments. Alright, so here we have runner A1, and this is in this, like I said, a really dark navy color. It should be kind of like dark gray, but it's just all in this dark navy. So you can see, obviously going to be a lot more painting required with this kit than usual, because like the shield obviously is supposed to be different color blue, the hands are supposed to be different colors. But anyway, you can see this is all just parts, mostly for the hands and like the kind of weapons. So this runner is interestingly marked for 1/44 scale Gouf Custom and 1/44 scale Gouf Flight Type. So I actually have built the old Gouf Flight Type kit that was probably back in 2009. I guess 2009, I suppose, when I built that. So it's been quite a while. So I actually probably have seen this polycap runner before with that kit, but that's so long ago. Of course, I obviously don't remember that. Then we have runner A2, which is just a few more parts in that really dark navy color. Nice thing is that at least under the feet, we're going to have some nice detail there. As you can see, we have a couple more parts here for the knees, backpack, and other stuff on here. And then runner B1, this is all in that light blue color, as you would expect for a Gouf, especially for the Gouf Custom. And this runner is specifically only for the Gouf Custom. So here we have just all parts for the shoulders, feet, arms, legs, head, and a whole bunch of stuff on here in this light blue color. And then runner B2, just a few more parts here for some of the those power cables. I think those are maybe going around the torso section, not quite sure, but then obviously parts there for the lower legs. And then runner C, runner C, you're such an ugly runner. I don't like this runner for a few reasons. Number one, the color is pretty awful. The color is like this really, it just looks like this really kind of cheap old blue color that you would see on like old kits. So it just has that feeling to it, for one. Number two, as you can see, there is going to be no movement in the middle section of this kit, so you aren't going to be able to rotate it at the waist. Kind of the torso and the skirt parts aren't going to be able to rotate at all. So I imagine even with the HGUC kit, there probably wasn't a whole lot of rotation there, just because of like the way the cables have to go around the mobile suit. But anyway, maybe a tiny bit probably would have been better than nothing in this case. You can also see just the pegs for the arms, just like kind of like straight out of the torso there, and then just the shield part there, just the regular shield. This runner is also for the Gouf Custom as well as the Gouf Flight type. So I imagine maybe it would have been a different color for the Gouf Flight type, but anyway. And then finally, runner D1 is in this gray color, nice gray color, but it's just a kind of softer plastic just for this part that is kind of the ammo chain that connects onto the Gatling gun. Not really sure how well this is going to stay in place. We'll probably end up having to actually glue this whenever it comes time to actually paint the kit, but we'll see in the review anyway. So that is it for unboxing the HG Gouf Custom. It's an older kit. It's going to require a little bit more work than the pretty much anything newer, but on the plus side, it's only 800 yen. It's really cheap, and it has some pretty badass box art if you ask me. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you have any other questions, comments, you have any experience with this kit, let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the review. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.